How's it going, everybody? Another Monday, a holiday Monday. Hope everybody's having a great holiday. Extra day off of work. Back to the grind tomorrow. Today was a good day for me. I didn't do a lot of work around the house. I mowed up the hill, but other than that, I got up and me and one of my sons went fishing for a little while, which was cool. Haven't done that in a long time, and he needed it for his merit badge for Boy Scouts. Needed to show that he caught a fish, so, and recent fish. So that's what we did. So other than that, it's been nasty. It just calmed down. I don't know if you can see across the hill. It looks like it's on fire. Let's zoom in some spots, but it's not. It's just the steam. We just had a storm come through, and it has been muggy these past couple days. I think today the actual temperature was 89 it got up to. I think the feel-like temperature was 96, 97, something like that. So crazy. I just got rid of a couple things in the garage so that I had more room. Obviously, we're still working on the cabinets. It's a slow go. This weather hasn't been helping at all, mainly because of the humidity. The wife came out on Saturday and was working on those, and I took care of the mowing the lawn, doing the weed eating, and I think we were both about to have a heat stroke. We both dropped at a certain point. It wasn't good. It was just way too hot out. So, but I did manage to do some, get some seeds. So remember I said the peas I was letting go to seed. So I got a whole bunch. I started with 24, ate a bunch, and now I have this, which is nice. And I have more that are drying. And then I have the San Marzano tomatoes. These are all the seeds from some of the ones that weren't like totally chewed on by bugs and really nasty to get into, but just had like a small hole or two, but I didn't want to keep. I got all the seeds out of there, so at least they were useful in that manner. And there's the start of my jalapeno seed collection. Not a lot, but a few in there, enough to do a lot of plants. So what I'm gonna do is I have that one pot that I had inside the house. There we know. Hello, he's doing the kitty litter. It's his cat, he can do the kitty litter. So I have one pot in there that I grew a tomato plant over the winter. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that. Right now it's got another tomato plant in it, but I think I'm going to take that out at some point. But I'm going to throw all three of those, one of each of those seeds in there. Take the gnarliest seed that I can find, especially with those peas, just to make sure they grow. Because the one thing I don't want to do is have in the springtime, you know, that's over 100 pea seeds. I don't want to plant a whole mess of them and say, okay, that's where my peas are going to be, and that's what I'm relying on for the crop, and then nothing happens, and they don't. They're all heirloom, so they should regrow. But you know, just to make sure that I did it right and I dried it and they dried properly and all that. So, and then the other thing I did was I came in and majorly hacked away at these tomato plants. I think the reason why I'm getting so many bugs is just these were so thick with leaves that it created a nice dark damp place for them all. So I came in and just hacked the hell out of them, and these aren't they weren't getting any sun, so Now you can see exactly how many I got, man. There's a ton of these suckers, man, all coming in. So, like I said, it took a definite major hacking away, but they don't seem to mind. I did that a lot with the one that I had inside, and it didn't seem to bother them. They just kept on growing. I keep the tops going and hack away at the bottoms, and we're good to go all the way down. So cut away a lot of that. I'm still getting some peppers out of these, so things are good. I took all my peppers right now and I just stuck them in the freezer whole. But I gotta get in there and cut them up and pickle them. I made the bad mistake. I cut a fresh one up the other day to eat it. And hold on, sorry, I gotta get those vents shut. Pain in the ass. So I took a nice fresh one, cut it up, and used it on my food. And then got to use it on my food, grabbed the seeds out of there because I had some time, and then made the mistake of not washing my hands, and decided to rub my eyes because it had been a long day, and that was an immediate fail. I thought I was gonna die for a second there. My eyes were burning so bad. I was screaming like a little girl. It was pretty wretched. Thank God we had some milk in the house and the wife to help me, because my eyes were closed. I could not open them or else it burned. And she poured milk in my hands over the sink, and I went under, opened my eyes in some milk, and about the third time it was pretty good. So water wouldn't have been a good idea. But the milk worked out very well. So one other quick thing that I just figured I'd mention is the water supply around here. I think I might have mentioned this in another video, but obviously we're on a well, and my son's wasting my water right now. But this here is another well, and this must be the old well, and there's definitely water in there. I dropped a rock down in there. Mainly I did that, a small rock, just to see if there was water, and I did it when you're a goof. And I did it when we were in a really bad drought time last year, and there was still water in there, so that's a good well. So I have that. My neighbor has a really nice pond over across the way, down back right next to the woods. See back near those vehicles back there. I have no idea why those are there. That's the fire department's property. I'm thinking that they were going to use those to practice on, but they've been there for a long time, so I don't know. But either way, right next to that is the pond. So that's another pond, and then back behind that is a pretty big creek. So I got all the water right around here that I need. Like I said, right down the road a little ways is a little side road, and then that goes down into the valley, and there's a bridge right there, access to water. You know, I can take the mower and the wagon, it's that close, and go get the water, or go to the neighbors. You know, I make good bonds with the neighbors on that side. You know, so we have each other's back. Actually, I just took them the last batch of those tomatoes and those beans that I had in the last video, the big bags of them. I decided to take them over and share with the neighbor. He was very appreciative, especially with the beans. That was a lot of beans, and it's just the two of them. So, and then I went and got another batch out of there, and the vacuum sealed them up, put them in the freezer, and now this time I promise I am not getting any more beans out of there, so that I can start collecting seed off of those. So that's the update for the week. Sorry everybody's got to go back to work tomorrow, but it is what it is. Got to collect them coins. All right, have a good one. See ya.